Today we're gonna add hair to the end of my client's locks that we started like 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. So yeah, I call this extended lock styles. I mean, it's basically still twist or braids, but the reason I call it an extended lock style is because I'm adding the hair toward the middle or toward the ends of the locks instead of starting the twist or braid at the roots. This method is a lot safer than doing box braids or twist over the whole lock, and I'll explain more about that in a second. In this clip, I'm retwisting this section, and her locks are on the small side, so and she wanted medium-sized twists. So in each twist, I did about 3 to 5 locks in each twist. A lot of time it was 4 or 5, but if it was a section where I was running out of locks, I did 3. Okay, so the reason that this is a lot safer to do than doing faux locks, twists, or braids starting at the root is because you don't have to apply as much tension to try to hide the locks. And so the integrity of the roots and most of the lock is fine when you just add the hair to the ends versus starting from the root going down. Now, when your locks are styled, leaving your styles up too long can be harmful to your locks. Now, there are some people who have hair that they can do whatever to it and it doesn't seem to break, or it's going to take a lot more for them to damage their hair. But for a lot of us, it's not the case. So when your locks are styled, they're bent into a position to create that style. And if they're bent in that position too often or too long, it could cause breakage in those spots. So, we try to find, a happy medium. Try keeping your styles in for 2 to 3 weeks and gauge if you can handle that or if you need to take it down. Also, using products with strengthening properties for the hair help combat breakage as well. Okay, so pause on the rant real quick. I'll get back to that. So our section is retwisted, and here I am trying to decide which twist am I going to take over the top or whatever. So once you decide how you're going to twist it, you take the hair and put it on top of the twist after you start the twist. And then as you're twisting the hair into the locks, you twist the individual pieces in your hand around too. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, y'all will watch my fingers move in that way as I do it. And depending on how big you want your twist to be, you can add more hair. But since she wanted it medium, I only took 1 piece of hair out the pack and split them into 2. So it was the size of 1 piece of hair, if that makes sense. If you ever see a Cuban twist pack or a pack of Marley hair, you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, then we twist it down. And once we get to the bottom, I take a small piece and tie off a knot. And I'll explain why that hair is left out in a moment. And I make a knot and I tie it like 3 times, 3-4 times, and make sure it's on good. And yeah, and that secures the twist. And then once I do that, I'll take it and, cut some of the scraggly ends and thin it out a little bit with my shears. And that is an almost finished twist. So I'm gonna go back and show y'all how to do it again. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. And I hope I'm not all over the place. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I went ahead and retwisted and started doing the twist on this section. And I went ahead and, yeah, this is what I meant by you could go ahead and retwist your sections and already have them laid out. to be at least finished with this part ahead of time, and this will actually save you time. So now you see I placed the twist on top of the locks, and then I started twisting, and then I went and grabbed another piece, placed it on top of the locks, and twisted it into the hair. And while I'm doing that, I'm also making sure that the hair pretty much is covering the ends of her locks so it could be a seamless blend. And then you just continue twisting. Now I'm gonna show y'all, how I curl the ends. So you pick whatever size perm rod you want to use, and you just take it and wrap the hair. And as I'm wrapping the hair, I'm kind of twisting it around too. Depending on how you wrap it around the rod, that'll, help determine how tight or loose, or, it'll affect the shape of the curl. And if your ends are too blunt, you might have to do a little more fighting. And since her ends were blunt, I had to fight a little with some of them to wrap it on and get it to stay. But it's fine, we got them wrapped. And I'm going to show y'all what it looks like with all the ends wrapped. And so now I boil some water in my electric tea kettle. And you can get those from Walmart for 20 bucks or less. And then I pour the hot water inside my little plastic container here that I got from Dollar Tree to help set the curls. And once I do that, I mousse and oil her hair and all that good stuff. And now I'm blow drying it to dry the ends and help the curls set. So really quick, I also want to talk about how if you have locks, it's okay to switch it up. Do styles that like this, or wigs, especially if you can get away with like not using the glue and all that extra stuff to do the wigs over your locks. But have fun with your hair. Don't let people tell you, whether it be the internet or real life, that you cannot switch up your locks. Baby, you can have fun with your locks and do other stuff with your hair. It's fine. Okay? We just love to switch it up. We just love fashion and what we can do with our hair. It's amazing, y'all. Look at that. This style is so pretty. And it's going to be minimal to no damage. I will come back and show y'all how her hair looks once we take these down. But yeah, they came out really nice, and she was super happy with it. I was too. Look at that. She had a date later on this day, so the hair part was out the way at least. But yeah, baby, go switch your hair up if you want to. I'll see y'all next time.